Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. I have a friend named Johnny Hollywood. He's a member of a community group that I have online. And he has a saying, and he has many sayings, but one of his favorite sayings is this: I just do the next right thing. The next right thing. And that's the title of this devotional today, to do the next right thing. It's a great way to live. It's the way God wants us to live. It's the way David lived. And King David, is an example of that. Listen to 1 Samuel chapter 23, verse 1 and 2. When David was told, "Look, the Philistines are fighting against Keilah and are looting the threshing floors," he inquired of the Lord, saying, "Shall I go and attack these Philistines?" The Lord answered him, "Go attack the Philistines and save Keilah." Save Keilah. Now the Philistines were an enemy of David's people, the Israelites. But David is not yet the king. He's been promised to become the king, but he's going to have to wait 10 years, and he's on the run. He's focused on saving his own life. He doesn't have the position of king to go and defend the people of Israel. And many times we say things like, that's not my job, or that's not my concern, that's not my business, when we see something that needs to happen. That's not my job. That's not my business. I'm not going to get involved. David's waiting to get the position, but a situation comes before he gets the position. Sometimes we say things, well, when I finish school, or when I have more money in the bank, or when I take care of some things in my life, then I will do this. And I'm sure the temptation for David was to say, well, I'm not the king now. When I become king, I'll deal with things like that. But David didn't look at his position. He looked at the opportunity to do good. And in my view of the way God works, if God puts something in my path, something good to do, something to someone to influence, he's putting it in my path for a purpose. So what David does is he asks God, should I go save these people? And God, I imagine, is like, hello, go for it. Do the next right thing. So God says, do it. So David tells his men, come on, we're going to go do this. David's men don't want to go. They're afraid because they're on the run. They're concerned about themselves. So and many times we let other people decide what we should do or not to do. And listen, if you're going to do the next best thing, you're going to have to go against the grain, because most people do not do the next best thing. So what does David do? He inquires of the Lord a second time. God is so patient. And God says, go do the next right thing. Hello, David. I told you to do it. Do it. Now, David goes and he saves them. The book of James chapter 4, verse 17, it says, if anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin for them. That's what is called a sin of omission. You admit doing something good, it's a sin. So my challenge for you and for myself today is to do the next right thing today. Write that sentence down. Do the next right thing. And I'd love it if you could put a comment on what that next right thing was. So we'll have a little accountability for each other today. So this is Pastor Willie. Do the next right thing. That's your assignment. And tomorrow I'll see you on Facebook Live at 7:15. And the title of the devotional is Never Do This, but definitely do the next right thing today. See you tomorrow.